Hey fam, it's Mike, and I help freelancers, early entrepreneurs, and startups earn TLC, traffic leads and new customers, all by mastering digital marketing. Today, we're going to talk about side hustles that can earn you 6 figures this year. Click subscribe, turn your notifications on, and let's get going. If you made $100,000 last year, you could hire a private jet to take you between New York and LA round trip 3 times. You could hire the Roots to play your birthday party, buy a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house in Dallas, and give 100 of your closest friends $1,000 each. Or you could take it easier, spend more time with your friends and family, live a more balanced, chiller lifestyle. And I promise you, it's closer than you think. Let's do the math. If you wanted to make $100,000 this year, that breaks down to about $8,333 per month. Divided by 4 weeks a month, that's about $2,083 a week. And if you divide that by 5 business days, that's about $416 a day. We work about 8 hours a day, so divide that 416 by 8, and you come to $52 an hour in order to make $100,000 a year. So let me ask you, what can you do for $52 an hour? Off the bat, 3 things come to mind, and we're going to explore those 3 side hustles next. Back in the day, I seriously considered going into real estate. I thought about multi-channel family properties as my pathway to passive income. I talked to brokers and sellers and property managers and came really close to pulling the trigger until I thought about logistics, specifically trash, toilets, and tenants. And when I thought about that, I ran away from real estate and towards domain flipping. And if you think about it, the two aren't that different. Domains I like to think of as real estate for the World Wide Web, whether it's a michaelpegs.com or rankrightnow.com or keplercollege.org, which I purchased in April 2016 for $17, and I sold it in May 2017 for $575, a 3,382% return in 11 months. And my friends, when I tell you there are few industries, including Wall Street, where I used to work, that can yield you more than a 1,000% return in a year, domain flipping is one of them. And it cost me peanuts. I bought the site for $17, I registered it for 1 year for $15, and I paid $5 for access to the sellers. And the access came from one site and one site alone: GoDaddy Auctions. GoDaddy Auctions is exactly what it sounds like. It's an auction house for domains where you can bid or sell domains for only $5 a year. And over the years, I've bought hundreds of domains, some for $5, some for $20, some for hundreds of dollars. The good news is you bid and you decide what to buy. Once I buy, I park them at GoDaddy for about $10, $15 a year. That's the domain registration. And I put up a landing page that says domain for sale. There's a contact us form, and I get 20, 30 contacts per year. It's not a lot, and most are lowball. But if you have the patience to wait, and again, it's only costing you $12, $15 a year, you'll eventually get those 100, 1,000, maybe even the 3,382% returns. Now, to find these domains on GoDaddy Auction, you can use a whole bunch of filters. Filters by age, filters by location, filters by domain rating, or filters by top level domain, a .com versus .co, a .app versus a .luxury. The more filters you add, the more precise the domain, the higher it's going to cost you, which may seem a little counterintuitive. The reason why is simple. The more general domains, the cars.com, the booking.com, they're far and gone. They've been gone for a while. And so us buyers, we're looking for something super specific, something particular. And oftentimes, we're willing to pay a premium for it. Sometimes you'll see domains with 40 plus bids and the ask price is closer to $1,000, $2,000, just way too high. So my suggestion to you is to avoid those by all means, especially if you're just getting started. Because as I showed you with Kepler College, there are diamonds in the rough where you can buy $17 on month 0 and sell it month 11 for $575. And to get started, I think you begin simply. Look for 20 domains, buy them, and try to sell them a year later for $500 each. That'll net you $10,000. And with that experience and with that confidence, you wash and repeat. You do that each month, 10,000 times 12, and you have your $120,000 side hustle. And all it cost you was about $350 to buy those initial 20 domains each month on repeat. $350 investment, $120,000 a year yield. Sounds like a pretty sweet side hustle to me. Thanks to Fetch Wagon Rover, you can make bank walking man's best friend. Now, according to Rover, part-time dog walkers on average make about $1,200 per month. But I think there's a lot of upside there. So let's do the math. Now, you starting out, you set your own rate, and I suggest charging about $30 per 30 minutes per dog. But there's no reason you can't walk multiple dogs at the same time. So one dog earns you about $30 for 30 minutes, 2 dogs earns you $60, and 3 dogs earns you $90 per 30 minutes. So let's walk 3 dogs in the morning for $90 and a different set of 3 dogs in the afternoon for another $90. And so for 1 hour's worth of work on a Monday, I'm earning $180. Not bad. And so I'm gonna do this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. 180 times 5 days equals $900 a week for 5 hours worth of work. And I'm gonna do this each and every week of the year, even during the winter where I can probably charge more. And so I take that $900, I multiply it by 52 weeks, and I get about $48,000 a year. But for simple math, I'm gonna round that up to $50,000, which is really good considering I'm only working 5 hours a week. In fact, it's great. It's good and it's great, but it can be better. Not quite $100,000. And so there are ways to scale your business. Instead of walking 3 dogs, you could walk 4, 5, or 6. You could walk them for 60 minutes as opposed to 30 minutes. Or you could hire more walkers and turn this from a side hustle to a fully fledged business. And I have many friends who use this as startup capital for their business. Funds were running low and they use dog walking to kind of pad the cushion. Not only that, but pay their rent and have a little extra income for happy hour on the side. Whatever your reason, no shame in your game. Make that coin, make that bank, and take care of the Cocker Spaniel in the process. The third side hustle is to sell your services on Upwork, or Fiverr, or 99 Designs, or TaskRabbit. There are so many sites, and the question you want to ask yourself is, where does your customer, where do they hang out online? And you can find her on those 4 sites or many others. And so I created a YouTube video that I'm going to link to above and below that explores the tens and tens and tens of sites where you can go hunting for those freelancing dollars. And what we know now is that regardless of the service you offer, writing, graphic design, something technical like web development or digital marketing, you are trading your time for dollars. And we know that in order to make $100,000 a year, that hourly rate has to be about $52 per hour minimum. But for me personally, I work on retainer, and it's one of the big ways I was able to make over $100,000 last year on Upwork alone. And so I created this free training to share the skills, best practices, insights I have freelancing and side hustling on all these numerous sites. I'm going to link to it above. and below, but it's for you if you want to figure out how to land your first side hustle client, if you want to figure out your hourly rate and how to maximize your earnings, and if you want to figure out how to continue repeat business, which is a lot easier to close than going out and cold calling. It's 100% free. You have nothing to lose and $100,000 to gain. I suggest you join me. I have a question. What side hustle are you starting this year? Comment below. I read each one and I do my best to reply to everyone. And I can't wait to hear from you. I'm the definition of a serial entrepreneur, but all of my businesses, with the exception of 2, have started off on the side. I worked them during college, internships, jobs, you name it. I couldn't afford to quit my job on day one, and most of us can't. We have responsibilities. And this is why I love side hustles so much, because they afford us the cash, but most importantly, the confidence to know that once you jump in full time, you won't sink, you'll soar. And to begin, it could be domain flipping, it could be dog walking, it could be selling your services on Upwork. Regardless of what you choose, what we know is that your rate has to be $52 an hour in order to make that $100,000 a year in side income. I know you can do it. Good luck. Remember to comment below and keep it moving. One step leads to one action, and action after action produces what? Real results. And nothing feels as good as progress, so go.